Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working on day 18 and 19 in my October daily 2021. So I'm going to be documenting this photo of my daughter driving. I have been teaching her how to drive, so I decided to use this photo to document something scary. I get really nervous and scared when I'm teaching my kids how to drive, and I've been told that I am the worst driver's ed instructor. So that's what we're going to be documenting for day 18. So I'm going to use beautiful little 3x4 card. This is an old one from Kelly Perky, and I'm going to back it up with my journaling. I decided to create like a little fold or flip up, let's say, or a fold out. That's what I want to say. So I wanted to create a fold out that goes over my photo and then use the opposite side to stamp out my title. I knew my title was going to kind of take up most of the space, and I wanted to add my journaling. So using a 3x4 card worked perfectly. I used vellum to create my little hinge, and I use vellum a lot when I do things like this, so you can't see it. And anyway, I'm going to tuck it behind my photo, and I did stick it underneath my journaling so you can't see that vellum piece. Now I stamped a few things right above my journaling. I'm going to use my bone folder to crease out this little vellum piece. And now I can tuck it behind my photo. It's really easy to do, you guys. And it's a great way to use up your 3x4 cards in a notebook like this. So once I stick down my vellum piece to my photo, I can stick down my photo to my notebook. I do want to add a tab to my 3x4 card. So I'm going to use these color theory tabs from Studio Calico just to remind me that this is a little fold out. And then I can move on to my title page. So I'm going to be stamping Worst Driver's Ed Instructor. And I thought it would be fun to kind of use different shades of gray for this. I end up using, I think, all of the ink pads from Close to My Heart. I will try to link all the colors that I use down in the description box for you, but I'm just going to stamp out Worst Drivers Ed Instructor. I thought it was funny. I've been told hundreds of times that I'm the worst and I make my kids nervous. So I definitely wanted to document this photo and the scary moments that I spend with my kids when I'm teaching them how to drive. So I'm done stamping out my title. I just want to stamp this little stamp from a Studio Calico stamp set that said suspense. I'm going to stamp it underneath instructor. And then I'm going to create another fold for my spread. I wanted to use this vellum piece and create a fold out because I had this idea of stamping cars on the vellum piece, and then in the background you would have the Worst Drivers Ed Instructor title, if that makes sense. So I needed a vellum piece for this. I created my little fold, and I've shared how to do this before. I just create a little hinge, stick it down, and that way you can't really see it. I mean, you can, but it's not in your face, basically. Now I can stamp out the cars and these little circles that say ready for adventure. I think these are Kelly Perky stamps and also Studio Calico stamps, so I'm going back and forth between both. I decided to stamp the cars 4 times. That way I can back them up when you flip over the vellum piece and you don't see just a piece of white paper, if that makes sense. And I'm stamping them on sticker paper because I want them to be flat on my spread. So I go ahead, stamp these out. I even color them in using the filler stamp, and then I'm going to trim them out and add them to my vellum piece. Now that I have everything trimmed out, I can add my cars and my circle to my vellum piece. I'm going to end up adding them to the center just because I thought I could add a little something to my title and I didn't want the car and the circles to kind of cover up whatever I add to my title. But I, again, use sticker paper. It's much easier, and that way it sits nice and flat on my vellum piece. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Halloween embellishments and try to find something that fits around my title. I really like this skull, and I thought at first that I would add it to the top. It fit nicely, but it just wasn't the right spot for it. And you're going to see in a sec, once I find a few labels from the October Moments kit from Future Craft, I'm going to end up adding those to the bottom portion. And this is where I decide I'm going to change the spot of my little skull, add it to the side, move those labels back down. And I really like how that looks. I'll even grab a few bat stickers and add those as well around my skull and call day 18 done. I love the simplicity of this spread. I love that I was able to add journaling and a large title and Halloweenish stickers and things like that. It just turned out so cute, and I'm happy that I used different shades of gray to create my title. I just think it looks so much more fun than just stamping it in black ink. Okay, let's move on to day 19. So day 19 is, I think the prompt was currently, and I decided to document a bunch of photos that represents what I'm currently doing. So I'm currently taking care of Stitch because he got neutered recently. I've been drinking a lot of pumpkin cold brew from Starbucks, shopping for a new car, purchasing birthday gifts for my daughter, and watching a lot of UGA games. So I wanted to document them all. And what I decided to do was enlarge in my favorite photo, which was of Stitch, and then create like a grid at the top on the opposite side of my spread. Now, those photos were not going to fit, and that's why I trimmed them down. I didn't expect that they were all going to fit because I did print them square, and I forgot I was working in this type of notebook, but it's okay, and I think it looks actually pretty cool hanging off of my spread. I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down, and then I'm going to stamp currently. I had like envisioned a lot of photos and stamping currently with large alphas. And of course, I don't have the space to stamp currently with large alphas, but these are going to do, and I think they're going to be perfect because I do want to add some journaling. So I'll have some space for journaling, and I'll also have like that big title that I was looking for. So now that I'm done stamping, I can start embellishing. What I want to do is keep it simple because the photos are pretty busy. I want to use this pack of embellishments from Future Craft. It's from the October Moments kit. And I'm going to add a little something to my photo, and I want to add a little something to my grid. So I like that little stories, and it said life in yellow. So I added that in the center, and I really like the October. I'm going to add that to the side of my photo. I'll grab my Future Craft number stickers and add number 19 to my photo as well. You can see here I added a little sticker right underneath currently just to balance out all that black. And I love how it looks. So easy, so simple. I've been trying to keep my spread simple in my October daily lately because I want to catch up and finish this project before I start my Thankful 30. But that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching my process video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.